Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. And the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates world's first Nano Urea Liquid Plant in Gujarat. Union government launches Indian business portal to help Indian exporters get global visibility. Country achieves milestone of 50% rural households having access to tap water connections under Jal Jeevan Mission. And Centre to develop framework to keep check on fake reviews on e-commerce websites. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the world's first Nano Urea Liquid Plant built at IFFCO, Kalol in Gujarat. The plant was inaugurated from the venue of Sahakar Sammilan at Mahatma Mandir in Gandhinagar through digital mode. Expressing happiness over the inauguration, Modi said the power in a sack of urea has now been compressed into a bottle. This will reduce transportation costs and benefit small farmers. This plant has capacity of manufacturing 1.5 lakh bottles per day, but 8 more such plants will be established in India in the coming days. Modi said that after coming to power in 2014, the government brought in a 100% neem coating of urea. This is to ensure that the farmers of the country get enough urea. Prime Minister Modi said the government has started the work of restarting 5 closed fertilizer factories in UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha and Telangana simultaneously. Minister of State for Commerce and Industry, Anupriya Patel, launched the Indian Business Portal in New Delhi last evening. The portal will serve as an international trade hub for Indian exporters and foreign buyers. The portal is a business-to-business digital marketplace to empower small-medium enterprises, exporters, artisans and farmers to identify new markets for their products and grow their sales globally. Speaking after launching the portal, Patel said the portal will act as e-commerce marketplace to help Indian exporters get global visibility. She said it will address a number of elements which are part of the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and a commitment of the government like digitizing exporters, supporting MSME and encouraging greater exports of Indian products. The minister said various e-commerce platforms showed immense potential in supporting millions of businesses to sustain themselves despite a challenging time of COVID-19 pandemic. The country has achieved a milestone of 50% rural households having access to tap water connections under the Jal Jeevan Mission. The Ministry of Jal Shakti said that over 9 crore 50 lakh rural households now have access to tap water connections within their premises. It said that Goa, Telangana, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu, Puducherry and Haryana have already achieved 100% household connections. The ministry said that Punjab, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh and Bihar have coverage of over 90% and are progressing fast towards attaining the status of Har Ghar Jal. Centre will develop a framework to keep check on fake reviews on e-commerce websites. The Department of Consumer Affairs will develop these frameworks after studying the present mechanism and best practices available globally. The department held a meeting with stakeholders to discuss issues arising due to fake and deceptive online reviews. Since e-commerce involves a virtual shopping experience without any opportunity to physically view or examine the product, consumers heavily rely on reviews posted on e-commerce platforms to see the opinion and experience of users who have already purchased the goods and services. Secretary of Department of Consumer Affairs Rohit Kumar Singh said that traceability by ensuring the authenticity of the reviewer and the associated liability of the platform are the 2 key issues. He added that e-com players must disclose as to how they choose the most relevant reviews for display in a fair and transparent manner. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Minister of External Affairs Dr. S. Jaishankar asserted that India firmly stands with its citizens who are staying abroad whenever they need help. He said it gives them a tremendous confidence during any crisis. Interacting with the students and staff of IIT Guwahati today, the Union Minister said that the world has witnessed this during the COVID situation and Russia-Ukraine war when India evacuated its citizens. Dr. Jai Shankar said that diplomacy is the first line of defense and every society needs to be secured. He also reminded that peace and stability was brought to the Northeast region with the help of diplomacy. On the occasion, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said that IIT Guwahati has made remarkable progress in the field of research during COVID period. He said the Northeast has seen tremendous development since 2014 under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Chief Minister said that now New Delhi has come to Assam to solve the problems of the state, which is unprecedented. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts in the Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 89th episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of All India Radio and Doordarshan, AIR News website and News on Air mobile app. It will also be live streamed on the YouTube channels of AIR News, DD News, PMO, and Information Broadcasting Ministry. A one-day capacity building of Swachhagrahis, cleanliness volunteers, and village functionaries of Akunaka, Kohuputo, and Newland blocks was held at Kohuputo Town Hall today. The training was imparted to give a boost to the Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin Phase 2 and also to equip them with key components and interventions for achieving open defecation-free ODF+. District Coordinator, District Water and Sanitation Mission PHED Dimapur, Imo Jungla Longkama gave presentation on ODF Sustainability, ODF+, and 15th Finance Commission, while Longchenti Longcha, JE PHED Kohuputo highlighted on ways of dealing with solid waste management. STO PHED Newland, Mukhallo dwelled on management of liquid waste and fecal sludge. Brochures, pamphlets, and booklets on relevant topics were handed over to the Swachhagrahis and village functionaries. The participants were also apprised to share information and knowledge in their respective village churches and council meetings so that the message of a clean Dimapur reaches every household. The program was organized by PHED Dimapur Division and supported by WSSO PHED Kohima. Deputy Commissioner Kohima Gregory Thejavele has informed all heads of departments, directorates, to collect the invitation cards from the office of the Deputy Commissioner Kohima on 30th May from 10 a.m. onwards. This is in view of the Prime Minister's nationwide interaction with the beneficiaries of government schemes on 31st of this month. Barak FC defeated G Sports FC to enter the finals of the 4th Kohima Super Cup played at IG Stadium Kohima today. Barak FC beat G Sports FC via penalty 5-3 after the match ended in a 3-3 draw. El Minhao Kilong Kuki and Vinamtio scored for Barak FC, and Mengu Zelia Ruza and Demjan Wati scored for G Sports to make it 2-2 during the stability time. During the extra time, the match was evenly poised as Kekreletio Tsira of G Sports FC scored, but Bauringdao Boro scored again to equalize the score 3-3 to decide winner via penalty shootout. During the penalty shootout, K. Tsira of G Sports shot hit the crossbar as Barak FC Bauringdao Boro scored a winning penalty to make it 5-3 at the end of the shootout. And now 20 news, here are main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates world's first Nano Urea Liquid Plant in Gujarat. Union government launches Indian business portal to help Indian exporters get global visibility. Country achieves milestone of 50% rural households having access to tap water connections under Jal Jeevan Mission. And Centre to develop framework to keep check on fake reviews on e-commerce websites. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.